To make sure that we tested the 2013 BMW X3 to its fullest extent, we actually got it covered in mud, as you can see. We've been driving this vehicle, and it's an interesting vehicle from BMW. It used to be the smallest CUV that they made until the X1 came along. Now, it's been around for a few years, and they did have some problems when they first brought it to the United States in the early 2000s with the transmission. But a lot of those problems have been resolved. You've got to remember when you buy a vehicle like this that it is a driver's car. This is something for the open road. This is something for people who like to drive on road. It's not particularly well made for off-road. And taking it around the skid pad, it didn't perform as we'd hoped. In fact, turning into corners at speed, it really did have quite a problem. However, getting through mud and ruts, it's a lot better. The BMW X3 is definitely a good size small CUV, but it does come at a price. Good space in the back of the X3, and you can also have hook downs, and you have a power adapter in the back. And of course, there's lots of manufacturers doing now. Underneath is a little compartment here to store stuff like laptops. It has a cover down here, and net cup holders, and also the storage for the clips, which means that you can actually get other stuff in here. So there's also nets on the side to put bottles and that sort of thing in if you're transporting it. But I'm very satisfied with the trunk space and the fact that it actually does a 40-20-40 split on the back seats. So there's two different engine choices in the X3. You can get a 3-liter V6, which is not the engine in this. This engine is a 4-cylinder and has a twin turbo on it. Now, the V6 also has a twin turbo on it. This 2-liter version in the 28i actually has great 0 to 60 times of 6.6 seconds. But it's about testing the power onto the road. And we're going to do that and see if the xDrive actually handles well enough to call this an off-road vehicle. There's a few things on the inside of the BMW X3 that other manufacturers should take note of. Really nice panoramic sunroof, and also the screen size is in here now. As BMW are getting their screens to become bigger on the insides of their vehicles, other manufacturers are having a hard time keeping up with them. Really nice button outlay, and of course the iDrive, really easy to use. They're also using the electronic shifter down here. On the dash itself, they're using a lot of those TFT thin film screens, so you can get a lot of displayed information here. For instance, what I have up right now is outside temperature, the time, and it really looks nice and clean. The development of the inside is great. Now, if you're not a slim, tall German, these may not be a comfortable car for you. I'm a short, very stocky British guy at 5'4", and the seats are a little close hugging. I have to be right on the wheel to reach the pedals, and it's hard to find a good driving position. But the seats are heavily bolstered for those that enjoy to throw the car around, and that's just what we're going to do. So the fuel economy on the highway is not too bad for the BMW X3. You can get 28 miles a gallon. However, this vehicle starts at over $38,000, and this particular model we're driving gets up to over $52,000. So these are luxury cars, and they're much better, as I said before, performing on road. Now you get it off-road a little bit, and it performs well, but not so much in the corners. I rack it up, this vehicle throws us all over the place. It doesn't turn as well as we'd hoped inside those bends. And when you get to some of the wetter areas, you'll see that the car actually has a bit of a struggle when it needs to come in and out of ruts. The truth is that 99% of people don't take their cars off-road and punish them like we are today. So driving on regular blacktop without too harsher conditions will make this a good everyday driver.